Words of Hemingway, 22 timeless quotes. If the others heard me talking out loud, they would think that I am crazy. But since I am not, I do not care. I did not care what it was all about. All I wanted to know was how to live in it. Maybe if you found out how to live in it, you learned from that what it was all about. A writer should write what he has to say and not speak it. We're stronger in the places that we've been broken. We are all broken. That's how the light gets in. Going to another country doesn't make any difference. I've tried all that. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. There's nothing to that. The thing is to become a master and in your old age to acquire the courage to do what children did when they knew nothing. We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. I may not be as strong as I think, but I know many tricks and I have resolution. I loved you when I saw you today and I love you always, but I never saw you before. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with that there is. There is no rule on how to write. Sometimes it comes easily and perfectly. Sometimes it's like drilling rock and then blasting it out with charges. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. By then I knew that everything good and bad left an emptiness when it stopped. But if it was bad, the emptiness filled up by itself. If it was good, you could only fill it by finding something better. Don't you ever get the feeling that all your life is going by and you're not taking advantage of it? Do you realize you've lived nearly half the time you have to live already? It's none of their business that you have to learn how to write. Let them think you were born that way. Worry a little bit every day, and in a lifetime you will lose a couple of years. If something is wrong, fix it if you can, but train yourself not to worry. Worry never fixes anything. If two people love each other, there can be no happy end to it. When you love, you wish to do things for. You wish to sacrifice for. You wish to serve. So far, about morals, I know only that what is moral is what you feel good after, and what is immoral is what you feel bad after. The first and final thing you have to do in this world is to last it and not be smashed by it. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another.
Ernest Hemingway, a recipient of the Nobel Prize and a Pulitzer Prize winner, stood out as one of the most highly regarded American authors, short story writers, and journalists in the 20th century. Much like his literary creations, Hemingway's personal life garnered significant attention. It wouldn't be inaccurate to liken him to the Lady Gaga of the 20th century literary scene, given the way he redefined the perception of American authors worldwide. Born in a suburban area of Chicago, Hemingway chose the path of a journalist immediately after high school instead of pursuing further education. This early journalistic experience played a pivotal role in shaping his subsequent literary career. He served in World War I before embarking on his literary journey. Influenced by the modernist writers and artists of the 1920s, he published his debut novel, The Sun Also Rises, in 1926. A year later, he crafted A Farewell to Arms, drawing heavily from his wartime experiences. This marked the beginning of a literary legacy, followed by equally renowned works that are now considered classics of American literature, such as For Whom the Bell Tolls and The Old Man and the Sea.